Alchemist, the Mystical Storyteller.
In the busy and active market town of Ofante, there lived a mysterious figure known only as Alchemist, the storyteller. She was not an ordinary storyteller. Her words could make the blind see visions of glory, the deaf hear symphonies of wonder, and the hopeless believe in miracles. It was said that her stories had power, not just to entertain, but to transform the lives of her listeners. Her shop, tucked between a blacksmith forge and an apothecary, bore a single sign: words turned to wonders. Inside, the air hummed with magic. Scrolls of parchment floated the air, quills scribbled on their own, and books whispered secrets from their pages. It was here that people came to have their lives rewritten. One rainy evening, a man named Gbadosa stumbled into the shop. His eyes were hollow, his clothes soaked and tattered. "They say you can change lives," he whispered, his voice trembling like a leaf in a storm. The Story Alchemist, an enigmatic woman with silver streaks in her ebony hair, looked up. Her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of centuries. "Only if you're willing to face the truth," she replied, her voice as smooth as molten gold. "I've lost everything," Gbadosa confessed. "My wealth, my family, my honor. I am a shadow of the man I once was." The alchemist studied him. "A fool and his gold are soon parted," she said, her words like arrows piercing the fog of his despair. "But even a shattered mirror can reflect the sun. Tell me, what would you trade to have your story rewritten?" "Anything," Gbadosa said without hesitation. The alchemist led him to a peculiar table. A golden book lay open, its blank pages glowing faintly. "This is the book of becoming," she explained. "It will tell your story anew, but only if you pour your heart into it." Gbadosa hesitated. "What if I write the wrong thing?" "A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush," she said cryptically. "But a caged bird sings no new songs." As Gbadosa wrote, the room filled with swirling colors and the sound of distant music. He wrote of his dreams, his failures, and his desire for redemption. The pages absorbed his words and transformed them into shimmering images that danced above the book, but as he wrote, shadows began to creep into the room. The alchemist's face grew solemn. "Beware, Gbadosa. Every story has a price." Suddenly, the glowing images turned dark. A chilling wind swept through the room, and a deep, menacing voice echoed, "You cannot escape the past." Gbadosa froze. The figure of a man emerged from the shadows, a specter of his former self, draped in arrogance and greed. The specter laughed, a sound like shattering glass. "You think you can rewrite your life without confronting me?" The alchemist stepped forward, her voice commanding. "Every shadow is cast by light. Face him, or remain forever bound." Gbadosa mustered his courage. "I was a fool," he said to the specter. "I let pride blind me, but no more. I will not let you define me." The specter screamed, dissolving into 1,000 shards of light. The book of becoming closed with a thunderous clap. When Gbadosa looked down, he saw himself reflected in the golden cover, not as the broken man he had been, but as someone renewed, with eyes full of purpose. The alchemist smiled, her voice gentle now. "The past is a stepping stone, not a millstone. Go, and make your life the wonder it was meant to be." Gbadosa bowed deeply. As he left the shop, the rain had stopped, and a brilliant rainbow arched across the sky. The townsfolk waited eagerly for the alchemist's next customer, but none came. Days turned to weeks, and her shop vanished as mysteriously as it had appeared. Yet, whispers spread across the land of a man named Gbadosa, whose words inspired revolutions and healed broken hearts. Wherever he went, he told the tale of a story alchemist who turned his shattered life into a masterpiece. And some say, if you listen closely in the still of the night, you can hear her voice in the wind. Words, when wielded wisely, are the keys to wonders untold.